The new iOS 26.1 brings a lot of new features and changes to the new iOS 26. It is actually a great update with some really important new improvements and features that will of course make iOS 26 way better. But of course, with all these new features and changes, you will also find a lot of other things, a lot of tricks that you can do on your iOS 26.1 device. So in today's video, I will share with you guys some awesome new tips and tricks that you must know if you have a device updated to the new iOS 26.1, which of course will help you on the daily use of your iPhone with this new software. Now, first of all, we're talking about live translations. As you might know, Apple has added live translations to AirPods with iOS 26, and with iOS 26.1, they have added new languages, which is really awesome. So more people will be able to use this awesome new feature. Now, what you can do is head on to your settings with your AirPods connected. You know, you have this AirPods section right there at the top. You tap there and it shows you all the different details about your AirPods. Now, if you scroll down here, here's where you will find the languages. So right here you can see it says translation beta. You go here. And as you can see right here, we have the new languages that Apple has added. So we have the Chinese simplified and traditional. We have the Korean. We also have Japanese and Italian. So to download, actually to use these languages for live translation, you can download them from here. So all of them, of course, will have this little arrow. All you have to do is just tap on one of them and it will start downloading. Everything will go on in the background and you will have the new languages downloaded for your device. Moving on to the control center on iOS 26.1, you will find here a change which is small but is actually very useful. So if you go here and you have your connectivity toggles on the control center, you will notice right here the cellular data, you can see it says cellular data. It will basically show you the name of the line to which you're connected. So if you have multiple lines on your device, it will show you right there which one you're using for your cellular data, which is actually pretty useful. Now, what's more useful than that is that you can actually even change those. So you tap the arrows and from here you can actually go ahead and switch between your lines that you use for cellular data directly from the control center. As you probably know, on iOS we have music haptics, which you can find under the accessibility settings, but now we have a very nice change with iOS 26.1, so let's just go there. So there we have the music haptics. Now if you have them enabled, you can see that now you can customize them on full mix and vocals only. So this was a feature on iOS 26, which you can basically customize the intensity right here, but you didn't have the option to do that for vocals only. So you can see right here, it will basically play haptics to match the rhythm, beat, and energy of the entire song. And then if you switch to vocals, it will play haptics to only vocals and vocal-like melodies. So you can go ahead and choose that if you just don't want to use the full mix. And now let's move on to the general settings. So you probably know by now that on the general settings, we have here a new section for local capture. Now right here at the top, you will have the save location. This is where you can actually save your local captures. But what you can do instead of just choosing like a random folder from your Files app, if you go here and you go to some place where you want to save your stuff, you can actually tap the three dots right there and create a new folder directly from here. So if you don't find like a folder that you think is basically the one that you want to use to save, you can just go ahead and create now a new folder directly from here and save all your stuff there. Now right here under the local capture settings, you will also find another setting, and this will show up only if you have a USB mic connected to your device. Now what it will do is that it will basically let you set the gain for the local capture microphone. Again, that won't show up here. Even if we turn on audio only, it won't show up. It will only show up if you have like an external mic connected to your iPhone, a USB mic connected to your iPhone, which you want to use for local capture. Then you can just go ahead and set the gain basically directly from this section right here. Moving on to the fitness app. Now, you might know that with iOS 26.1, Apple has added a new workout section where you can actually now add workouts if you have missed them. So basically, you did a workout, but you didn't record it. Now you can go ahead and add it afterwards. Now, right here, we'll also have some quick workouts that will basically be added from your Apple Watch, the workouts that you do the most. But what you can do, if you just scroll down here, you will find a plus button. You tap right there and you can just go ahead and add any other workout you want from this list right here. Now here we have another small change for the FindMy app. So when you have your devices list on the FindMy app and you tap on one of them, it would show you right here whether it's online or offline or how many minutes before it has been detected. Now this text right here, which you see now is on green. This used to be gray all the time. Now Apple has updated that, and when the device is online, it will show you that in a green color. When it's offline, it will show that on a red color. Now, Apple has also added new background sounds with iOS 26.1. So if you go to your control center to invoke the background sounds, you can tap right here on the sound to actually find them and invoke them. You will have now bubble, you will have steam, airplane, boat, bus, train, rain on the roof, and also quiet night. These are all the new sounds that Apple has added to the background sound feature, which you can of course invoke right here from the control center. And of course you will also have the volume slider to adjust its volume. And last but not least, here's a trick that I have shown before on my previous videos, but I see a lot of people actually miss this. So basically with iOS 26.1, we have quite a big change here on the select menu. So when you select a piece of text, you will see these actions right here. Now previously on iOS, we used to swipe like this to actually just scroll through the menu to go to the other actions. Now you can actually just tap that little arrow and it will bring down all the different actions. Or if you're here, you can just swipe like this and it will automatically go to that table without you having to actually press the arrow at all. So that's basically it for this video, guys. These are some of the coolest new tricks and tips that you need to know on your iOS 26.1 device. Again, a great update with a lot of new features and changes that will make your device better. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and you find it helpful. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more videos. And I will see you on the next one.